How are saintly people different from evil ones? What does good really mean? Today is a beautiful day. Mabuhay and welcome sa Beautiful Life. Ang ibabahagi ko sa inyo ngayon ay tungkol sa good and evil, masama o mabuti. Humans are universally concerned with good and evil. Although one person's evil can be another person's good. How do individuals arrive at decisions about what is right and what is wrong? And how are these decisions influenced by psychological, social, and cultural forces? Such questions from the foundation of the field of moral psychology. Social psychology has always emphasized the crucial role of social perception, that the reality or factual status of a social act depends often critically on the eye of the beholder, on specifically who is interpreting or imposing meaning on the event. In short, being good and being evil is in the eye of the beholder, according to social psychologists. It's a dangerous oversimplification to believe that some people are innately good, while others are innately evil or bad. This misleading concept underpins the justice system of many countries. Bad people commit crimes, and since they are intrinsically bad, they should be locked away so that they can harm us with their evil behavior. So they cannot harm us with their evil behavior. Ayon sa ibang tao, may mga tao talagang likas na mabuti at hindi gagawa ng anumang kasamaan. At may tao naman na likas na masama, na wala nang ginawa kundi puro kasamaan. Ang ganitong pananaw sa pagtingin sa isang tao ay hindi nagkakaroon ng hustisya sa pagkatao ng isang nilalang. Bakit nga ba may mabuting tao na tinatawag at may masamang tao din na itinuturing? This kind of concept has also fueled wars and conflicts throughout history, and even in the present day, it makes groups believe that they are fighting a just cause against an evil enemy, and that once the evil people have been killed, peace and goodness will reign supreme. Ang konsepto ng mabuti at masama ay nagiging dahilan din ng mga giyera sa mga bansa base sa history. Noong sinakop ang Pilipinas ng mga Espanyol, masamang tao ang naging tingin sa mga Espanyol, o yung tinatawag na evil empire. At dahil naging api ang mga Pilipino that time, sila ang nakikitang mabuti. Human nature is infinitely more complex than this. Of course, in human beings, good and evil are fuel. People can be combination of good and bad qualities. Some people who behave cruelly and brutally can be rehabilitated and eventually display good qualities such as empathy and kindness. And rather than being essential, most cruel or brutal behavior is due to environmental factors such as an abusive childhood or social learning from family or peers. Kung napanood nyo yung vlog na ginawa ko about shadow, medyo mas mauunawaan nyo ang good and evil. Ayon sa psychology, may mga dahilan kung bakit ang behavior ng isang tao ay masama o mabuti. Ito ay may pinanggagalingan. At most likely, ang tinitignan na pinagmulan ng masamang pagkatao ng isang tao ay nung siya ay bata pa lamang. What do we really mean when we use these simplistic terms? Good and evil. Good and evil, two sides of a coin. Categorizing social behaviors as good or evil, kind or cruel, is a seemingly reasonable idea. When someone screams at us in traffic, the harmful intent requires little amplification, signifying the one who screamed is bad. And when someone helps a blind person across a busy street, there is little doubt about what has transpired, signifying the person who helped is a good person. Yet, the distinction is hardly this simple. For one thing, motives matter considerably. A person might scream at us, quite justifiable, for something we have done, or even to warn us of an impending danger. A person may help someone in a genuinely emphatic way, passionately, nobly, but also perhaps be in a reluctant, inappropriately, or for purely self-presentational effects. Sa pangkalahatan, and just for the sake of this presentation, good means the ability to empathize with other people, to feel compassion for them, and to put their needs before your own. It means, if necessary, sacrificing your own well-being for the sake of others. It means kindness, unselfishness, and selflessness, and self-sacrifice towards a greater cause. All qualities which stem from a sense of empathy. It means being able to see beyond the superficial difference of race, gender, or nationality and relate to a common human essence beneath them. All of the saintly people in human history have these qualities in abundance of being good. Think of Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King, and Mother Teresa of Calcutta, risking their own safety and well-being for the goal of gaining equal rights and freedom, and peace as well. These were human beings with an exceptional degree of empathy and compassion, which overrode any concern for their own ambitions or well-being. But it doesn't mean na hindi sila nakagawa ng mga mali or wrongdoing nung bata pa sila or nung mga panahong hindi pa nila pinaglalaban ang karapatan ng ibang tao. Hindi ibig sabihin na wala silang nagawang mali sa simula't simula pa. And then, on the other hand, evil. Again, for the sake of this presentation, evil in general are people who are unable to empathize with others. As a result, their own needs and desires are of paramount importance. They are selfish, self-absorbed, and narcissistic. In fact, other people only have value for them to the extent that they can help them satisfy their own desires or be exploited. But then again, hindi ibig sabihin na walang nagawang mabuti mula sa simula pa ang isang tao na itinuturing na masama. This amplifies to dictators like Hitler and to serial killers and rapists as well. I would argue that their primary characteristic is an inability to empathize with others. They can sense other people's emotions or suffering, cannot see the world from other people's perspective, and so have no sense of their rights. Other human beings are just objects to them, which is what makes their brutality and cruelty possible. According to some psychologists, most of us lie somewhere between the extremes of Gandhi and Hitler on the spectrum of human behavior. Sometimes we may behave badly when egocentric impulses cause us to put our needs before the welfare of others. Sometimes we behave in a saintly fashion when empathy and compassion impel us to put the needs of others before our own, resulting in altruism and kindness. And true enough, may mga tao or most of us talaga, may nagagawa naman talaga mabuti at may nagagawa din naman tayong masama. Kaya nga sabi nila kung alam mo at aware ka sa surroundings mo, aware ka sa environment mo, aware ka sa pagkatao mo, most likely, mas mamiminimize mo ang paggawa ng masama at mas mapaparami mo ang paggawa ng mabuti. Kaya importante na kilala mo ang sarili mo, aware ka sa pagkatao mo, at aware ka sa environment para mas maganda ang relationship mo sa ibang tao. Ang totoong pagkakaiba between the idea of good and evil, iyong tinatawag na traditional concept is yung empathy or lack of empathy na hindi maayos. Although people with a psychopathic personality appear to be unable to develop empathy, for most of us, empathy or goodness is a quality that can be cultivated. Pwedeng itanim ang kabutihan sa pagkatao. This is recognized by Buddhism and most other spiritual traditions. Kaya sa mga simbahan or bahay-sambahan, itinuturo ang kabutihan at kung paano ito isasabuhay. May mga taong naakusahan ng pagpatay, pagnanakaw. Pero umaabot sa punto na ito'y pinagsisisihan nila at nagbabago sila at gumagawa ng kabutihan. Marami ng mga ganitong kwento at mga pangyayari. Isang paraan para maitanim ang kabutihan ay ang pag-practice ng meditation or mindfulness. And as we become less attached to materialism and status seeking, we become more open and more connected and so more selfless and unselfish. The fluidity of goodness is also recognized by the process of restorative justice or healing justice, which is becoming more and more widely used within European justice system. Rather than locking bad people away, which is unfortunately so widely practiced in most countries' penal system, restorative justice gives offenders the opportunity to meet their victims, to see how their crimes have affected them, which often leads to a sense of empathy for their victims, which in turn frequently leads to rehabilitation. Maraming mga nangyayari sa buhay natin minsan ng paiba-iba. Madami ang naukulong na wala naman talagang kasalanan, no? Lalo na dito sa bansa natin na sa Pilipinas, at tinatrato na silang masama. Ex-convict ang tawag sa kanila pag sila nakalabas. Pero tama nga naman yung pamamaraan na ginagawa sa Europe, no? For them to rehabilitate yung kanilang mga prisoners o yung mga taong tinatawag natin mga bad people. Dito sa atin, may ganun din naman tayong tinatawag na rehabilitation, but nevertheless, once na nakulong isang tao, hindi na ito nakikitaan ng kabutihan. Usually, iba na ang tingin sa kanila. At kadalasan din naman na-experience natin na nilalayuan at parang pinandidirian ng mga taong nanggaling sa loob ng kulungan. Kaya hindi sila nagkakaroon ng pagkakataong magbago kasi ang tingin sa kanila ng mga tao ay masama na talaga. Madalas kong itinuturo sa iba ang makinig sa dalawang kwento at huwag agad maniwala sa isang kwento. There is always two sides of the story. And for us to know the bad or the good side, we must listen to the two. Rather, we must listen to the two sides of the story. Katulad nung mga tao na kinukwento sa atin na may nagawang masama, madalas agad itong pinaniniwalaan na hindi man lang tinatanong mismo yung taong involved kung talagang nagawa niya yun o hindi. Hindi na binibigyan ng pagkakataon na mapakinggan yung kanyang kwento. Ang madalas na lang na iniintindi at pinapakinggan kung sino yung nagkukwento. Hindi yung mismong tao na pinanggalingan o pinagsimula ng kwento. Maraming ganito ang nangyayari sa atin na tinitignan agad natin na masama ang isang tao na hindi naman natin kilala, ni hindi man lang natin nakausap. Although ikinuwento lang sa atin yung kanyang ginawa na masama. And the best thing that we can do is also to look in the goodness of other person. Wag lang yung puro masama ang tinitingnan natin. Kasi nga, kung napakinggan nyo nga yung isang vlog na ginawa ko about shadow, meron talagang evil side or dark side sa bawat tao. So again, ulitin ko, it's better for us to listen to the two sides of the story bago tayo maniwala, bago tayo magkomento between good or bad. The goodness in human beings emerges when we are connected, when we spread out into empathy with one another. I believe that goodness expresses something fundamental about human nature. Even if it might be something difficult to see, evil is an abbreviation, a form of pathology, as the psychopathic personality shows, which only emerges when we are broken off into disconnected fragments. Nagiging masama ang isang tao dahil sa mga pangyayari sa kanyang buhay. Ang bawat tao ay may kabutihan sa kanyang puso. Always look for the goodness in every person. It is one way to understand your purpose in life. And by saying that, importante din na ikaw mismo, kilalanin mo yung sarili mo. Your good and bad side. Para mas magkaroon ka ng maayos na relasyon sa ibang tao. Malawak ang usapin patungkol sa good and evil, lalo na kung isasama ang relihiyon. Ngunit, ang topic na ito ay para lamang maunawaan natin ng simple, ang good and evil, mabuti at masama. Yung ibinahagi ko sa inyo ay base lang din sa mga nabasa ko, sa mga natutunan ko din, na sinishare ko lang din sa inyo para maunawaan nyo lang din at maintindihan yung mga topic na dinidiscuss ko rito sa Beautiful Life. So kung may mga tanong kayo, may mga nais linawin, please do comment. Mag-comment lang kayo or mag-PM kayo kung may mga gusto pa kayong nais na linawin sa mga topic na dinidiscuss ko, or may gusto kayong topic na gusto nyo i-discuss ko rito sa vlog ng Beautiful Life. Mag-comment lang kayo. Maraming salamat sa pakikinig. Maraming salamat sa panonood. Tatandaan natin palagi, we only die once, but we always live every day of our life. Ang sarap-sarap mabuhay. Lalo na kung alam mo kung paano mabuhay. This is Ems once again. Beautiful Life, Harmony of Life. See you on my next vlog.